So you got me, Manser. Good for you. How much blood did you spill along the way? You're nothing more than a lackey for abundance. At some point, we've all felt the way you do about abundance. But they just take and take until we're all used up. We are tired and want out. But they send you, another loyal dog, to drag us back. I fought my whole life for them. Today, for once, I'm gonna fight for myself.
All right then, let's do this.
Stop! Let me go. I am not your enemy. All I want is to live in peace. Please, I'm begging you.
Get the hell out. Don't ever show your face here again, and you can keep your life.
Hugh, I owe you my life, Manser. I will never forget that. For as long as I live. Goodbye.
At your command, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant? Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Unfortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Captain, report?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Rest assured, potential scandal's been abolished. Everything's in order. We managed to neutralize most. Some, unfortunately, escaped.
Then you didn't act quickly enough. It should have been your priority, Lieutenant. Because of your failures, all we can do now is hope that the word doesn't spread. What was the fate of the sergeant in charge of the group?
Sergeant Boris? You'll be pleased to hear that he's been eliminated, as requested.
I'm glad to hear my expectations were met. As hard as it must have been to carry out those orders, it's never easy to take the life of one of your own, even if he was a coward and a traitor. You did well, saved us from scandal. My trust was well placed. Quartermaster has your pay. Go get it. It was well earned. Good. Moving on. We have new missions. Bit of a welcome change from the big chases. We've got state officials arriving in Ophir today, and an ASC warning that an influx of Aurora spies in the city are planning trouble. For security, the officials will be picked up in rovers outside the city and brought to the hangars, rather than coming through the station. We've got brigades tracking the spies, but you're gonna have to usher them through the slums and make sure they get to our quarters safely. No excuses. No failures. We clear? Questions, Lieutenant? Got state officials arriving in Ophir today, and an ASC warning that an influx of Aurora spies in the city are planning trouble. For security, the officials will be picked up in rovers outside the city and brought to the hangars, rather than coming through the station. We've got brigades tracking the spies, but you're gonna have to usher them through the slums and make sure they get to our quarters safely. No excuses. No failures. We clear?
We have rovers?
A few of Abundance's most prized relics, dating back to the colonists. Fragile and hard to fix, though, so they're used sparingly. But what we need to travel away from our shadow paths, they're damn near invaluable. They're small, though, so they're not transporting more than a few men. But who knows? You may find need for them on quick and dirty missions in the future.
Who are these officials I'm being sent to babysit?
Senior ministers of agronomy evacuated from Greenhope. Some coddled pop star singer, and most importantly, some senior officials, including the High Judge, a man we can't afford to lose. Whatever you have to do, just make sure you get them to their destination in one piece.
What's Aurora have to gain by targeting our officials?
Destabilization, humiliation, to show they can strike anywhere at any time, even in the heart of our capital. I don't have a damn clue how they got so deep inside the city. But the only thing that's important now is to make sure whatever the hell they're planning is put to an end. Consequences could be disastrous.
What's Aurora have to gain by targeting our officials?
Destabilization, humiliation, to show they can strike anywhere at any time, even in the heart of our capital. I don't have a damn clue how they got so deep inside the city. But the only thing that's important now is to make sure whatever the hell they're planning is put to an end. Consequences could be disastrous.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Captain Eliza told me to come find you for my pay.
Indeed, I've been expecting you. Here you go.
Word on the street is that the locusts are swarming the underworks. Patrol gonna get it under control before the shit hits the fan?
Unlikely. High Command's about as interested in the slums as they are the underworks. Why try to spit shine a turd? And what's it to you anyway? As it goes, Little nuisances have a way of becoming big problems over time. Proliferation. And I'd be willing to pay to nip it in the bud now, before they start to hit our warehouses and personnel, too. Well, you'd have more luck killing them in their nests than hunting them one by one. Or you could booby-trap the tunnels and catch the rats while they roam. Your call.
Lieutenant?
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Made the traps you suggested. Now they just have to be set to catch the locusts.
And I'll make sure they find their way to the tunnels. Keep the filthy things from reaching the surface and poaching our goods. And Lieutenant, thank you for caring. The poorest of us rarely get shown such concern. It's your lucky day. I need a favor, if you have the time, on top of the missions the captain already gave you.
Depends on the favor.
Soldiers back from the front are barricaded inside the warehouse, but they think Aurora's outside and they're in the middle of a war zone. They've terrorized the merchants, but honestly, that's not even the worst of it. According to internal reports, they're not just soldiers. They're test subjects for a new combat drug that increases their strength tenfold. Their paranoia is probably a result of the drug, but it makes the situation even more dangerous. I would prefer it if you could reason with them. You could use force, but in their state, the drugs could push them over the edge. A straight-up fight could kill them. First things first, we need to help get them quarantined and away from civilians to prevent further collateral damage. I know you're up to your neck in other responsibilities, but please, this is a favor for me and a favor for the guys. If the ASC handles it instead, I know I'm gonna be writing letters of condolences. Don't let it come to that.
How's he think a noob who's not even a real soldier will be able to reason with a corporal hopped up on some super drug? He knows Technomancers aren't magicians, right?
Pipe down, Lieutenant will find a way. Maybe we just need to find the Corporal's family to help talk him down. Look at me, I'm just full of ideas.
Please let me in. It's imperative I speak to someone in charge.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but no civilians are allowed in the barracks. If you have a question, you're gonna need to send it.
Ma'am, your husband. He's one of the soldiers who returned yesterday?
Yes, I'm Corporal Tyrone Ward's wife. So he is back? Why haven't I been permitted to see him? What's wrong?
Ma'am, he's safe, but he's scared. Paranoid. Suffering severe post-traumatic stress. So what I need for you to do is tell me something. Anything that might help me convince him to listen. Before he gets himself killed.
Tell him I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting to see him. Dying to see him. Tell him about the ribbon he sent me for my hair. And that it's not just me waiting anymore. That we're going to have a child soon.
Feel the effects of the war, even at the market. Vegetables are hard to come by, and I have to wait in line.
Excuse me, soldier. I wanna...
Freeze! Not another step! That uniform ain't fooling anyone, asshole! What are you? A war spy?
Look, I just got back from one hell of a mission, so if my uniform's not up to spec, you'll forgive me. But either tell your superiors I'm back with intel, or explain to them why you kept it from them. Your choice.
You just finished spying on the enemy? Well, why didn't you say that in the first place? Get in here before your cover's blown.
Corporal, let's chat.
You wanna chat? Sure, why not? Not like we're at war here. Let's just have a goddamn tea party. Whatever you want to chat about. Oh shit, I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I didn't see your stripes. Your uniform threw me off, sir. My mistake.
It's fine, Corporal. Stand down. Listen, Corporal, you're confused. You're scared, and I get that. Not a lot is making sense to you now, but you have to trust me. You're back in Ophir, and your wife, Maya, she's worried about you.
Maya? How the hell do you know my wife's name? Did you do something to...
Your wife's fine, Corporal. She even told me about that ribbon you sent her.
She told you about the ribbon? I don't understand. There was a goddamn war raging out there. I heard it. We were under siege. If we're in Ophir, you telling me it's under siege?
It was. The fighting's done, though. You held the warehouse like men, so just relax and return to your barracks. Rest. Wait for your wife. She has some good news for you.
Good news? Of what?
The best kind. Trust me. The kind that'll be a reason to stay safe. Stay alive.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Men, listen up. Lower your arms. We're heading back to the barracks. On the double.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
I solved your problem, Quartermaster.
Is that so? And how'd it go?
No lives lost. But if we don't find an antidote to the drug, I doubt those men will see a day outside a cell for the rest of their lives.
Thanks, Lieutenant. We owe you one. A friend of mine working on the test actually sent us a sample, and we should be able to make an antidote with it. Eventually, I hope.
Give me the sample. I know someone who could probably find the cure quickly.
Thank you, Lieutenant. If he succeeds, he will help us out a lot. Here, take this.
I know you don't mind helping out the police when you can, so I just want to know if you've seen anything lately. Groups gathering, people acting suspicious.
We're in the slums, officer. This is Anton Rogue's world. More people than not around here are acting suspicious.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking more about anyone who may be looking to hurt abundance. Folks not fans of the regime. Rumors are going around some rebels are planning an attack.
Fucking assholes. Hell, they can't just leave well enough alone? Nah, I mean, I heard something about fellows talking angry, talking about meeting up, but other than that, nothing specific.
All right, thanks.
Good day. Care for some merchandise, officer?
I need information.
Don't we all? Unfortunately, I'm just a simple merchant who spends her day here, selling her goods, and probably knows little of anything that would interest you.
Hello there. Feel free to browse.
Serum? Serum for the poor?
I need some sensitive info about a certain group of citizens.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I want is a little serum.
Come on. I'm sure that you see everything that goes on here. I'm looking for people plotting an awful attack. You've heard people talking about sabotage from someone named Bulgakov?
No, not right off, but maybe, you know, a bit of serum might help jog the memory. Help me remember. You know.
Here.
Thank you, my lord. Yeah, those saboteurs, citizens that you're looking for, they often get together to talk, looking shadier than bulls at a china shop, and the name Bulgakov is always a hot topic. I don't know what they're plotting, but they talk, and always more or less around the same spot. Not too smart, in my opinion. They're always hanging out in front of the curiosities. It's not very discreet to meet in front of a bar, huh? Anyway, that's their problem. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get some food.
Those terrorists aren't even hiding. Meeting up right in front of the curiosities? They really think we're morons. Or maybe they're the morons.
Anyhow, we should keep an eye out. If those people are able to drop a bomb in a city like this one, it means they lack any human compassion. They're probably ready to do anything in the name of their ideas.
It's possible. Best way to get what we want from them is to be discreet. Those fanatics don't talk easily when you interrogate them directly. Move out, quietly.
Yes, Lieutenant. You're right, Lieutenant. Oh, sorry. I was supposed to keep quiet, right?
Sorry, pal. Nobody enters this office if they got no pass.
That right, pal? I'm an officer and a Technomancer, and I'm here to see Anton Rogue. Think you should let me in.
You even know who Anton Rogue is? He's the big fucking balls here. The boss. I don't care if you're a damn general. Get the hell out of here.
I'm clearly just gonna have to show myself in.
Come on, guys, let's get him!
Look what the cat dragged in. The prodigal son. A diamond in the rough risen from poor street trash to the godlike ranks of Technomancer. Now tell me, why am I so lucky to be in your presence?
I'm looking for a caravan of merchants. They were supposed to be in the exchange. Word is they were escorted to the slums, and you may know something about it.
Yeah, rude little men. My town, my streets. Uninvited competition who lack even the common decency to offer a little token of grace in exchange for their presence. If you're ready to settle their debts, I'd be happy to usher them back home.
These merchants were involved in some outside business that requires interrogation as soon as possible. You can either help me find them, or we can always turn our attention towards your business affairs. Your call, Anton.
So either I turn a blind eye, or you do. Fair enough. Very well. Let's be magnanimous and hope that you will be too. You will find your suspects in one of our warehouses. Go see the guards and tell them, he who profits will deserve honor. They will give you the keys. Business is business, and now that ours is done, I will trust in your discretion.
What do you think of our army?
You're a hard one to peg, rogue. Why would you care what I think? But sure, why not? Just a little friendly conversation. Abundance and its generals are like a once vibrant tree that has long since withered away. Its leaves dried up, but still clinging to the branches of memories stretching from the trunk of its faded but glorious past. Strangled by its own ancient and outmoded bureaucracy, all the while Aurora's strength blossoms from the aggressive dynamics of its youth. But I'm sure it will all work itself out in time. If not on the battlefield, then undoubtedly in offices like these, and of our dear Colonel Victor.
What's your opinion of Technomancers?
I'll try to tread lightly with this, Manser. Unfortunately for Abundance, you're becoming relics, a dying breed, due to the disgraceful misuse of what could very well be one of its greatest, though misspent, assets. On the battlefield alone, for sure, the brute force of you Technomancers is unmatched. And when coupled with the fact that you're the keepers of terrestrial knowledge, it's a combination quite capable of reducing empires to faded memories, isn't it?
What do you know about the Resistance?
Enough to handle my own business unimpeded. We don't think that they are any danger. They're an occasional client when they're in need of weapons or explosives. Their biggest strength comes from how deeply underestimated they are. Ever stepped in a puddle that turned out to be a ditch? Not pleasant.
What about the ASC? What can you tell me?
Nothing you don't already need to know. Little happens that they don't see or hear, and their colonel's control over Abundance grows with each passing day. I'm not telling you anything else for free.
What do you know about Noctis?
Noctis Labyrinthus, Labyrinth of the Night. Yes, a fascinating name for a fascinating city. One day, if I might find myself more welcome there, I'll look forward to exploring more. But all good things in time, I hope. There is undeniable, enviable power in the freedom their citizens have to roam, to trade freely. Freedom across all the borders of Mars. Outcast merchants dealing as much in valuable merchandise as they do in invaluable information. And their leader? Doesn't hurt that he's nobody's fool.
What's the deal with the mutant pen?
Well, well. Aren't we just the little inquisitive student today? So eager to learn. So full of questions. Even for mutants, it's unbearably inhuman. Piled into a pen in conditions that I guarantee will, in time, foster revolt. Despite what some profess, they're far from mindless. And thought fueled with rage is a dangerous, dangerous little thing.
What's the word on the Curiosities?
It'd be a nice place if you could scrub away the filth and grime and trash, and somehow diffuse the tensions between the anarchist ASC spies and members of our family that boil over. Other than that, though, a charming place. Seriously, though, The hodgepodge of personalities can run their streets with more blood than those arena brawls they're so fond of, which, I'd imagine, would revel in a Manser brawler, if you ever wanted to try your hand.
What can you tell me about the exchange?
Lovely place, and the only neighborhood open to outcast merchants and business of all kinds. I'd live there permanently in a heartbeat, if it wasn't for the stranglehold of surveillance that suffocates its streets like a well-placed pillow.
How acquainted are you with the slums?
Well acquainted, as I'm sure you are as well, am I right? You've come a long way from your roots among those pickpockets and thieves who give those streets their dirty little charm. But for those willing to work hard enough to ascend from that filth, there's opportunity to rise, even to the esteemed and glorious heights of a Technomancer, I hear.
What do you know about the underworks?
A labyrinth of tunnels infested with filthy little beasts. And unless you're simply looking for a place to escape from the lovingly prying eyes of our motherland, it's more just a place of transit and storage than one where you'd want to plant your roots or even rest your head, unless you're looking to lose it.
I gotta go.
Then go.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Make the slightest move, you're a dead man.
Anton Rogue sent me. I need the keys to the building.
Oh yeah? And I'm the dowser. What, I'm just supposed to believe you? Well, you got the password, so here's the key.
Thanks.
Make the slightest move, you're a dead man. Make the slightest move, you're a dead man.
Door's locked from the other side. Guess we're going around.
Who are you? You don't look like a guard to me.
Cause I'm not. Name's Захария Mансер, lieutenant in Ophir. If you're the merchant who got himself kidnapped from the exchange, I'm here to get you out.
I am indeed. Fiorello, master of the caravan. The shadow still protects me. But I doubt you came to help us out of the generosity of spirit. Am I correct in that presumption?
Ian Mансер, great master of the Technomancers, sent me to talk to you.
Ah, I see. Yes. One of my favorite clients. And a man with whom I, indeed, have some information to share. Aurora has discovered a new site, not far from the Shadow Path. A site filled with objects of incredible condition, and even a relic, as rumor has it.
News I'm sure the Great Master will be glad to hear. You should go now. Get back on the exchange as quick as you can.
I'm not one to dally, Mансер. I'll see you around, I'm sure.
You ain't wanted here, pal. Piss off! Guys, let's get him!
Make the slightest move, you're a dead man. Make the slightest move, you're a dead man. Come on, guys, get him!
Rebels are close. I need to get closer to hear what they're saying. Just gotta keep this straight and stay hidden.
Where's the next action going down? You heard anything?
Operation Cut's going off in a few hours. Bulgakov's taking care of it. Taking a bomb down to the train station in one of those military bags. With all the troops moving around the area, nobody'll even look twice.
The fucking regime won't be able to ignore us after that. Freedom or death, right?
If they're trying to hit the train station, Lieutenant, we gotta stop them. Do you know how many people they're gonna kill? And we'd be cut off from the other cities and Abundance's enclaves. Holy crap, even the aqueducts would be shut down. Shadows, can't that one shut up? Who gave us this newbie? Shut up!
I wouldn't put it that way, but yes, David is right. It's better if people don't know what we're up to. Panic, coupled with a bomb, could end badly for everyone involved.
Get it!
Leave this bag, please.
It belongs to you? Yeah, I figured. But I was expecting.
A man? Sorry to disappoint. But since you're here, minding my business, maybe I should introduce myself. I'm Bulgakov, one of the leaders of the opposition army. You gonna arrest me now?
Arrest you and take that bomb before it does any harm to the city.
You don't have a damn clue, do you, officer? That bomb was never meant for the city. This is our city, too. It was meant to take out the access roads to the city, to block the army convoys. It's time this fratricidal war finally came to an end. You think we're fighting for Aurora? You're wrong, officer. The opposition is made of patriots, and the war we're losing is making the true patriots weaker, while the politicians and their secret police grow stronger.
You're no patriot. A patriot would let her voice be heard at the assembly of the people, not set off bombs in the city she claims to love.
You couldn't possibly be that naive, could you, officer? Ask around. See if you can find just one person who dared to speak up at your precious assembly and is still around to talk. The only voice ever heard from is the Watchers. The rest are silenced, and will continue to be until only the ASC agents remain. Stay suspicious of me. It's your right. But I don't lie, officer. I'd never hurt the people on purpose. I only ever wanted to free them. Let me. Don't stand in my way, because it's the only road to a better abundance.
I hope I'm doing the right thing. Go on. Go! But leave the bomb. I trust you enough, but not that much.
I hear you. Thanks. And goodbye, officer. Beware the Watchers.